Hello guys, welcome back to the Beastie room, the new Beastie room we are in today. And yeah, well, we've had this little break now, haven't we? The little build up to Christmas. So we've had a couple of days at home and it's been nice. I've got to say, it's been nice. This is a break that has been a long time coming. And I've been really looking forward to it because it means I can spend a little bit of time at home, which meant I can get into this room and start doing a few of the little bits and pieces that need to be done. So what we've done this time, as you can see, the bench is built. So we are going to cover the building of the bench and what we've done there. And we also had to change the shelving. Well, not the shelving itself, but the racking, because I made an absolute schoolboy error, and yeah, I mismeasured my tanks trying to work them out. So it ended up that I couldn't get the top shelf in. So I ended up having to take away all the old uprights and replace them all with a new one. So we've done that as well. We've covered that. We've also put a couple of extra ones in as well. So anyway, let's go and have a look at a bit of fast forward viewing and a little bit of explanation about what's going on. And we will be back shortly. I hope you enjoy this. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Always a bit funny, this whole fast forward stuff, isn't it? But yeah, there was sort of like about a day's work or so, just over a day and a bit. And you've seen there, literally, we transformed the desk. So now the desk is solid. This isn't going anywhere. And we've changed it just a little bit. So you would have remembered in the last, when we were in the flat before, in our old Beastie room, we had our desk, and then up against the wall, it was the other way around in that room, and up against the wall we had our incubator in the side here, and it always meant that if we ever had a sling or whatever disappear, it would disappear down the side. We'd have to pull it all out. Absolute nightmare. So what we've done in this room, this still needs to be painted. We've got to paint everything. We've not painted anything yet. We're just literally in construction stage at the moment. So what we've done this time is I've built this table. I've made the lip here higher, so we can now actually get a cricket box underneath it and still manage to lift it up to be able to let a spider run under. In the old one, it wouldn't do that. It was too low. So we learn these things, you know, as we go along. We see the faults in the design, so we change it. So what we've done is we've made this higher, so now it should be easier to catch anything that ends up loose on the table. We've also made the lip a little bit deeper, not too much, only a little bit. And also as well, what we've done is how we fixed this. You would have seen we made this framework separate to the bench. So we put the tabletop bench in first, then we made this frame. And what holds this frame down is the front board here and the back. We put a plinth in the back which holds it all tight. So our next stage is that we will paint everything, and then we will silicone all of this bottom edge all the way around, and in that way there will be absolutely nowhere for anything. Even the tiniest of spiders will not be able to get out and disappear anywhere. We've also put the lip here goes all the way around, so should anything go on the table, it is not leaving this table, it will be stuck here. We also want to probably on this wall here, we will probably put something on here so that we can hang our utensils. Things like, you know, a little shelf to put our pot on where we have our paintbrushes and bits and pieces. But we want to keep this desk as empty as possible so that it's purely a working area. In the past, we've always had it so that we've been very, very limited with space. And so it's been hard. We've ended up having lots of rubbish on here, which gets in the way when you're trying to do stuff. And I'm always saying to you guys, keep a nice open area when you're doing your rehouses or unboxings and stuff like this. So in the event that a spider disappears, it can't go anywhere too far, and it's easy to find it. The last thing we want to be doing is ripping the room apart looking for it. So we have designed it with that in mind. We also, you would have seen in one of the previous videos when we built the bench, we didn't have anything on the bottom, which means now we can get right up to it. I've also made it a little bit higher, so it's a bit more of a nice working height for me. If you want to do your own bench, obviously make it to the height that you require. And I like it to be quite here. So bearing in mind, once we get our Lazy Susan, we get that on there, our turntable, it's going to raise it up another little bit. So we're going to be, you know, it's going to be all of a nice height to work from. Should be really, really comfortable. Stop my poor old back from aching. We've got some soft cushioning for the floor behind here as well. So that's all going to go in, so that make it a bit easier on my feet, because I suffer with my feet for something terrible. So yeah, so it's all coming together. Now, we mentioned, you would have seen in the video there, we pulled the shelves down. You only saw on that side, the front of the room, you only saw that side because I didn't film the other side, but that had to come down as well. And you see there that we took the shorter brackets down, and I had to buy new ones, which is annoying because it meant I bought everything twice, which was really, really frustrating. Luckily, a friend of mine is doing a little project in his house, so he will be able to use the surplus stuff that I've got, and hopefully we can offload a little bit like that. So we've gone up and we've done the extra length, which means we can get an extra shelf in, and it will take us up to almost the ceiling. So that's going to be really cool. We've also put some racking on this side, and what I'm probably going to do here is have some shorter, narrower shelves, which will only probably be 30 centimeters maybe, and that will hold some of our slings, mails, bits and pieces like that. So keep it off the main shelves. So one of the things that I really want to achieve in this room is to not really have anything on the floor. I want the floor to remain a complete and empty open space. And this is because if we ever do end up with an escapee or whatever, and it runs down, we should be able to pick it up pretty easy. It should be nice and easy, nice and quick. Obviously, if it gets out onto a shelf, it's going to be a little harder. Now, still to do with the shelves, you see we put the shelves in. I'm actually 2 boards short, so I need to order 2 more boards. And I also need to, on this front edge here, I am going to put a plinth which will come and hang down. Our lights will be attached to the back of that, so that we shouldn't see the lights in the room. They will only shine down into our enclosures. So that will make it much more of a nice viewing thing. I want to keep the room quite dark, but the tank's lit up so they really pop. That's the idea. So we're going to do that. So we've still got that to do. That probably won't be done until around about the new year, because it's too late to order the timber now. So it'll probably be another week or so before we can get that in, and then we can start putting that up. But that should be quite an easy, quick fix. That won't be too difficult at all. It's a shame we haven't got the timber here now, because I really could have done with it. We've also got to router out all of the shelving ready for our heat as well, because we're going to change that and all. So looking forward, it is really, really exciting, and hopefully we're on track. So I'm looking forward to I would have thought by the end of January, or maybe the middle of January, we will start bringing spiders into this room, and then we can really start work, which is what I'm really hoping for. So we've got the next few days over Christmas, over the new year. We can get all our stuff painted, get it all done. The only thing that's going to hold us up now will be the lighting. We might just bring some spiders in without the lighting. We'll see. But yeah, the lighting needs to come in relatively quickly now. Right. Well, I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. Obviously, that was yesterday, Christmas. Hope you all got some of the presents that you were waiting for, and you all got spoilt rotten. Christmas is a lovely time. We travel down and see family and what have you over Christmas. So, you know, for all of you guys that are the same as us, where you're all spread out, sometimes, you know, it's one of the few times of the year where we all manage to get together. But yeah, and all of you that are, you know, managed to stay at home, fair play. You're lucky. You didn't have the driving to do. Right then. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're having a great Christmas. Roll on the new year. We have got such fantastic things coming, and I am really, really excited. I'd also like to thank all of you for all the kind messages on our last video. I hope I didn't give you the wrong impression. We are not going to give up. We are fighting on. We are going forward. It was just a rough year, and you know, thinking back on it, you know, it was a tough time, but we are positive. We always look on the positive, and we are going forward with some fantastic new projects and some really cool stuff, and I cannot wait to get cracking on with it and share it all with you guys at home. It's going to be really, really cool. We've got lots of things coming up, and bits and pieces that we need to do. I mean, our website has been in the wings now for the past 18 months, maybe longer. Just when we left the flat, we started that project, and through no fault of our web designer, it's all been down to me. I haven't had the time to give them the information and the stuff that they needed to crack on with it. But we are going to try and fix that over this break over the new year, and hopefully within a month or two, fingers crossed, we can get that up and running. That would be really cool, and also save a lot of work as well. Although it will create a lot of work, it will also save a lot of work, and it will mean that I won't have to keep going backwards and forwards through social media and bits to try and answer things. So hopefully the website will make life a little easier as well, and also easier for you guys, because I'm not always the easiest person to get hold of. So that's an exciting thing as well. So much. There's too many things to mention, but you will see them on the journey through 2025. I cannot wait. Right then, hope you enjoyed that. And don't forget, be calm, be gentle, and love your spiders. And I'll see you all very soon. Take care.